Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over 'tis the season. It's the time of the year where honestly, if you haven't started making your crochet Christmas gifts already, you're kind of screwed. But if you are just like stuck in that part where like, what do I make them? This is the video we're gonna talk about like inspiration, figuring out ideas for each person, and just different things that I'm kind of like examples of what I'm gonna make my family that's like not your typical Christmas gifts, or typical, it doesn't matter. But like, I am the type of person where I'm not gonna put all this time in and all this work if you're not even gonna do anything with it. And I'm honestly like giving my parents, my family, so many crochet gifts already. I'm like, I know they're just piling them. But I want this to be like of use, funny, cute, whatever. So these are like very specific Christmas gifts I'm making for each person and how I go about it. And I'm gonna use my family as an example because they don't love me enough to watch my YouTube anyway, so should I even be making them gifts? No, not really, but whatever. Don't ask where I am. I actually have to leave for a flight in like, well, the flight's in 3 hours, so pretty soon. So hopefully I don't get a text that I have to leave soon because I just don't, I'm gonna do this real quick. But I'm actually currently in New Orleans, which is so cute. It was actually such a good time here. I had so much fun, but we have to go back home into the freezing cold. So much fun. It was kind of cold here too though, I'm not gonna lie. So for the 5, let me actually go to my list. I don't know where this list is because I actually have this written out. And so like I have notes, I have docs, I have sheets, and I need to just put it in one spot, but okay, I have it written down. So I have to make 1, 2, 3, we're gonna do 4, okay? Because I was like contemplating I should make it for my sister's boyfriend, but I'm not gonna, I don't feel like it. And we don't have time. We literally have, also I'm celebrating Christmas December 14th because I won't be home. That's when I'm going home for Christmas. So I actually have like 10 days, but hopefully these aren't as long as my typical projects where I make like really big sweaters, whatever. So hopefully I can finish like a project every 2 days and then it won't be too bad. Cause like I'm a roomie and stuff like that is not as long as sweaters and stuff depending on what you're making. So hopefully. I'm like indecisive if I want to freehand everything or if I actually want to follow a pattern. For some, I'm gonna follow a pattern or like a YouTube tutorial or something because I want it to actually look really clean. But the other one I feel like I can make up. But I'm talking in future terms that doesn't make sense. So let's just get into it. So I have my sister Felicia, I have my brother Xavier, I have my mother Patricia, and my father Peter. Okay? You don't need to know their names, but it's fine. We'll just mom and dad, brother, sister. But so. First, I like to write out all the people I need to make gifts for, kind of figure out a time frame, kind of make myself deadlines, because if not, even though a lot of times I make these deadlines and don't follow them. Luckily, I did already start my biggest project for my mom, but that one was kind of simple to make. So first I list out all the people of who I need to list, so I have my 4 people, and then I think how much time I have and what's gonna get in the way when I have free time, when I can crochet, can this be done? Not gonna lie, I've spent so many Christmases, Christmas Eve to Christmas, just pulling all-nighters, finishing these gifts. Like one year I made my boyfriend's mom, her dog, and I had to individually put, like the fur was just pieces of string pulled in over and over again, which was actually so chaotic, but it came out so cute, but whatever. Once I have the 4 people, the deadline, figuring out like the timeline that like ideally I know how fast I can crochet, and like this kind of narrows down your projects because it's like, okay, I'm not gonna make a whole blanket in 2 days unless that's really dedication. I don't know. But now that I have that next to their names, I'm gonna put all the things that they like, and you have to like really think. Like when it comes to gift giving for my boyfriend, he does not ask for anything, but I just sit and I watch and I think, and I'm like, okay, what does he need? Like what would make his life easier? What does he need? Like he travels, he's a videographer. I can't buy him any camera stuff because I don't know what that means, but I'm like, okay, this will be easy for travel, this will be easy for sleeping, this will be like little specific things like that. So like really dig deep into the information files that you know about this person. For example, on paper, my mom, she's a realtor, she loves the gym, she loves her dog, like that's like pretty basic. But dig deeper, I know that she's been asking for a cardigan. So that was like pretty easy. Like I'm pretty much already done that cardigan. She's been asking for years, and I've honestly made so many of these cardigans. And then like put them in a whip, like a work in progress, and then just forgot about them literally on like the last step. Like I think I fully crocheted her cardigan and like just had to sew it together and didn't finish it. But this one we're actually finishing because I'm locked in, whatever. So hers is easy, whatever. But for my stepdad, he is, what is he like? Darts. He doesn't really like his job. He likes to grill. He's a little bit of a dork. So he likes like video games, comic, like very specific, like not Fortnite, whatever, like very specific, like Dragon Quest, right? And honestly, doesn't even currently like Dragon Quest, but I know like that's like a nostalgia type thing, like he likes that. And so, and like certain shows and stuff like that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crochet him like a slime. Like you guys don't know, I'll put up a picture of it, but he actually saw one a while ago. Like this is like years and years ago. Like I really just remember this stuff. At my aunt's house, someone had this one crocheted and he was like, that is so cool, da. And this honestly was before like I'm the greatest crocheter ever. So I mean, who knows, I low-key suck at amigurumi, but we're gonna touch through. But I feel like he would really like that, so I'm gonna make that for him this year. And then I'm going into my sister, who, bear with me, but her last name is Foot. This has relevance, you'll see. But that's what I'm saying, like you need to take the most random things and combine them. Like don't just go off of basic likes and occupations and stuff like that. Like really get specific, right? And really think of random things that they would like, right? So my sister's last name, Foot, who cares, right? And she's going to med school, right? That's like a big thing. She also likes her dog a lot, but like I'm not trying to crochet another dog or whatever. But what else? She likes a lot of shows, she likes whatever. But it's funny because her last name's Foot, and y'all don't know my last name's Chin, you know? So we're the body part sisters, which is coincidence crazy. But her last name is Foot and she's becoming a doctor. So I'm thinking about making her a foot, okay? Jelly cat. So it's gonna be a foot with feet. And then I'm just gonna put like a stethoscope around that. For that, I'm literally just gonna have to straight up freehand, but I'm assuming if I like look up tutorials, because I want it to be bigger, if I look up a tutorial like small amigurumi foot, right? And then I just calculate proportions so that I can just expand it, which I've done before. Like I've done that for Crochet Hard so that it just makes it huge. So I'm just gonna have to do that. And then, or I could just kind of go off of my mindset where I'm like, okay, it's basically a circle, but then we gotta increase it. And like, even if it doesn't look exact, like if it just looks like a foot enough, it's okay. And I'm gonna add feet, a little smile, and then the stethoscope. The stethoscope, I feel like isn't too bad. Like it's like a circle chain. It's like single crochet and then circle again. Like I feel like that's also not too bad. You kind of just gotta think of the shapes that you know how to make and like take the basic shapes. Like I kind of made a video about this a while ago, like how to crochet anything. Take what you already know to freehand and turn it into what you need it to be, you know? At the end of the day, but yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So like right now we have 2 amigurumi, and then honestly I feel like crochet gifts are low-key for amigurumi unless you are making them sweaters and stuff, which I finessed it with my mom, but honestly I know no one else is really gonna wear a sweater. But also like dependent on like what they already like you could go to their Instagram, whatever, like outfits you see them wear, bags you see them wear, and just recreate it, understand their vibe, and recreate something that has to do with their vibe. Like this can include room decor, like just different stuff like that, like stuff that also comes in handy, like stuff that you would actually buy them but are able to crochet, you know? Like even like cute little aesthetic stuff, like even if they favorite color is like purple, just make them a purple heart pillow, like done. Like something really easy like that. Oh yeah, my last one's my little brother who loves just video games. Honestly, like that's his personality. He likes soccer, but I feel like that's a phase. For video games, him and I always play Minecraft together. He does like Roblox, he likes, what is that game called? Geometry Dash and stuff like that. Like he will sit there and play it all day. He doesn't play Minecraft that much, but him and I always play Minecraft together. So because of that, I don't want to just make him like, you look at Minecraft and they're like creeper. Like I'm not just gonna make him a creeper. Like okay, like he doesn't really vibe with creepers like that. Like we run for our lives or slash them. But What he likes is diamond swords, diamond everything, just find diamonds. I mean, who doesn't? Every single time we would find diamonds, he would literally hit me into the lava and kill me, and that's where we stopped playing. Like, I could not tell you the amount of arguments we have. Mind you, he is 10 years younger than me, and sometimes, like, I will be a 20, like, what would be a crazy age difference? Like, when I was 18, he was 8, and I would full on be fighting with him, because, like, what are you doing? But nonetheless, I'm gonna make him a crochet sword. And also, if you're looking for patterns, the majority of patterns, look on Etsy, sorry, I'm like on my suitcase and I'm rolling back and forth. Look on Etsy, look on YouTube, and look on Pinterest. Pinterest is where, like, it also is a lot easier because, like, you can just go across. But low-key, those are the best patterns. If you're more visual, I would say, like, YouTube has majority of it. It's not as specific where, like, it has a many options. So, like, if I looked up, let me look it up. If they have diamond sword on YouTube, because that would low-key be easier so that I could just, like, skip through and get an idea. But I looked it up on Pinterest. Like, I looked up Minecraft Pinterest, and I just scrolled for a while. You go through a lot of creepers, but eventually you figure it out. See, they don't. Ooh. But, see, that's crazy because they don't have it, but they made sense. Let's see if I can show you. This one right here, that makes sense. They drew it out the grid, right? And so I'll just make like a square for each one, sew them all together, and then sew the outside. Boom, don't need a pattern. See? My brain literally is straight crochet, like conversions, like crochet, how to create this, whatever. But that actually ended up making my life so much easier. Right, so now that we know that we're gonna make them, we figured out something really creative, unique that they wouldn't even think to make, or we just made what they asked for. Trisha Lish, that's what I made for her. Now that we have that, we have to get all the yarn. We have to figure that all out. So if you have a pattern, if you have whatever, like once you just gathered like all the patterns, all the YouTube tutorials, all the freehanded creations, gather it all up, and then you have to go yarn shopping. Unless you're just that girl and you have that yarn at home, which you probably, if I know you probably have it at home. So go to that yarn stash, figure out what you need to buy, whatever, go buy all your yarn, and now it's time to get started. I said before, like, write a timeline of how much days you have, but now that you have like the projects, like, you can kind of figure out how long each project's gonna take you. So like, for example, I feel like my sister's and my dad's is gonna take me short amount of time. Like, it's just like a slime and then like a foot. It's just those two. So I think I could get those done within, we'll say, like 2 days, which means when I get back home, I'll give myself 5 days total to finish those two, which gives me until the 9th, right? That gives me low-key 4 days to finish my brother's, which it's just squares. I've made longer things, but I would say shorter projects take me longer because I don't know why. I just like to do sweaters and cardigans, so they low-key take me longer. So if I lock in, it will take me a short time. So just lock in. That's all you gotta do. But now I'll have all my yarn, I figure out the timeline, everything, and then come Christmas Eve, I'm like, life's good. But that's all I have today, focusing on Christmas. Like, I feel like a lot of people do like Christmas gift inspo, stuff like that. I'm like very strange when it comes to crochet. Sorry, I have a nose ring. I'm not picking my nose. I don't love the, I feel like you kind of go through this phase. I've been crocheting for so long that like when it comes to like the basic things, I'm not in love. And when I say basic, what would be a basic crochet gift? Let me look it up. If you look up on Pinterest crochet gifts, like it'll be like, I mean, it's like just not things that I think people would like. Like they have this little bag, which I guess is cute, but like I wouldn't use that. Yeah, lots of amigurumi hats. Like I'm low-key, I guess like I'm biased. I don't like crochet hats because this hair would, the second I take it off, it will literally be so frizzy. But yeah, like I'm just not feeling these regular ones, so that's why you have to like be more specific. Like why would I ever give crochet socks? Like I don't know, I'm not one for crochet socks. Or like, it'll be like coasters. Like that was a big trend, like giving coasters. Like guys, they don't really need coasters. I mean, unless it's like very specific. Like my sister was asking me for coasters for the longest time, but no, I didn't make it for her. But this is what I was talking about. So like I'm gonna make a foot, right? It's gonna be a foot with these and the smile. Like I feel like, bro, honestly, if you gift anyone a crochet jelly cat, but say like it doesn't have a pattern for it, like if you could just figure out a way to make it amigurumi, and low key gonna have to make a mathematical video of how to make it bigger. Guys, I just like stared at it like that. But because like, I don't know, I feel like that's really useful. But I have taken so much math classes, but this is like a pretty basic math. Is the proportional math where like, okay, if I have, okay, let's just use this. If I have like this size water bottle, but I wanna make it into like a huge water bottle, you basically take the dimensions, what do you do? Oh, okay, you take the dimensions and you just multiply them by the same number. So like, I'll just multiply this by 10. Like, say it's like 5 feet tall, 2 inches, 2 feet wide, multiplied by 10. So now I'm just gonna make one that's 20 by 50. But you also have to, I don't know, you have to make like the amount of rows and everything bigger too. I did it before, I can't do it off the top of my head right now. But honestly, Google Sheets, when it comes to like crocheting your own things, is a lifesaver because it just helps convert everything perfectly. But when it comes to jelly cats, like I did this before, I made a sun jelly cat on my YouTube tutorial. That's the only one I made like a while ago. But I was like, okay, how do I crochet a sun? Okay, change the proportions and then add feet. Feet is pretty simple, like circle, decrease, whatever. And then I add feet and then a smile and then I was done. And it just makes it so cute. Like I feel like Jellycat was like, whoever came up with that concept with the smile and the feet is so cute. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you learned something from this, or if not, you just love listening to me talk. That's what I feel like majority of my channel is just you guys listening to me talk. I'm actually like not even making sense. And that's what I realized, like things in my head really make sense, but don't make sense to others. That's okay, maybe something clicked. All you need to get is one thing out of this video, and me mine. But I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy December and a Happy New Year and a Happy Feliz Navidad. Thanks for watching.